From the Stroh Center in Bowling Green, Ohio, we bring you Tuesday night women's college basketball as the Bowling Green Falcons take on the Crusaders of Valparaiso. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us alongside Bowling Green student Adam Gaw. I'm Brad Woznicki. Bowling Green and Valparaiso meeting for the first time since 2008, and the Falcons have gotten off to a great start this season, coming in with a record of 5-1, and if they're going to continue that success tonight, they're going to have to attack the basket going up against the Valparaiso team that is averaging 76 points a game.
Well, Bowling Green's coming off of a pair of standout wins versus Norfolk State and Florida Atlantic down in Boca Raton, Florida, and they're playing their first home game in 9 days. And I think for Bowling Green, their biggest key to this game is to attack this basket strong against this offensive-heavy Valparaiso team. Now,
Valparaiso, like Bowling Green, will rely heavily on their underclassmen for success throughout the season, but make no mistake about it for this Crusaders team, the offense starts with senior Danny Franklin. Last year, averaging 18 points a game. This year, she's averaging better than 19 a game so far. Has the ability to really shoot it from long range with 143 career threes.
Well, she's at 50% this season, from long range. 50%, that's pretty good. So, and she's been also averaging above 50% in field goals in general. So Valparaiso being an offensive-heavy team, that's one of their offensive anchors right there.
And Danny Franklin comes into this game fourth in program history in scoring all time. Now for the Bowling Green Falcons, you have to be impressed with the play that you have seen from Carly Santoro through 6 games. Santoro, 5 double-doubles last season. So far this year, she already has 5 double-doubles. She's getting the job done at both ends of the floor.
Well, her versatility is impressive, and she's been averaging 15 points a game so far and better than 2 steals per game. She's been able to produce on both sides of the court.
And Carly Santoro was also named the tournament MVP at the Florida Atlantic Thanksgiving Tournament. For more on Carly Santoro, here's Caden Albanese.
Your team has started off 5-1, just coming off a tournament win at the FAU Thanksgiving Tournament. What's been the key to this hot start?
Aggressive, offensively we've been attacking, and we've been locking down defensively, and we're looking good and really gelling as a team, so it's helping out a lot.
This is a Valpo side with a lot of length, a lot of size. They're out-rebounding their opponents by 11 per game. How are you going to win the boards tonight?
Box out. We just have to box out and take care of every loose ball we get, and we'll be fine.
On the other side of the court, there's Danny Franklin. She's a key player tonight. How are you going to keep her from getting 20 points?
We have to be in the gaps, help off defensively, limit her to one chance opportunities, and just lock in defense will be good.
All right, thank you. Back to you, Brad.
All right, thank you, Caden. We'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off coming your way on ESPN. Welcome back inside the Stroh Center for tonight's non-conference matchup between the Bowling Green Falcons and the Valparaiso Crusaders. Brad Woznicki, Adam Gaw here with you. The starting lineups have just been introduced, and let's take a look at the starting lineup for Valparaiso. It'll start with freshman guard Nicole Konechny, followed by Meredith Hamlet, Caitlin Morrison, Danny Franklin, and another freshman, Bryce Blood. Valparaiso off to a 2-1 start. For the Bowling Green Falcons, Sydney Lambert, Carly Santoro, Haley Puck, Andrea Cecil, the sophomore from Oak Harbor High School, and Jane Euchre, the 6'3" center.
Well, we brought up earlier that Bowling Green is going to have to be strong at the basket, but I think also, too, Bowling Green will have to excel defensively as well, and they've been able to do that. They've been able to hold their opponents down, but they'll have to do that again tonight because they're playing a Valparaiso team that's averaging almost 80 points.
The last time these two teams met was back on November 19th of 2008. Valpo came away with the victory 69-58, but Bowling Green leads the all-time series 3-1.
Falcons come into this game at a 5-1 record, Valparaiso at 2-1.
Valparaiso on the road, yellow, Bowling Green in the home white as the Crusaders win the tip. This is Konechny, guarded by Lambert. Now corner 3, off the iron on the backside. Last touched by Bowling Green. Inbounded to Danny Franklin. She goes immediately inside to Bryce Blood. Couldn't finish, and a loose ball. Crusaders with another opportunity. Third chance here on the first possession. Konechny to the basket. Gets it to go. Nicole Konechny was not the starting point guard coming into the year. It was Hannah Schaub, who went down with an injury early on in the game against Miami of Ohio. For Schaub, it was a knee injury, so still an undetermined amount of time as far as when she'll be back. Great opportunity for the freshman. Cecil to the basket, lost it. Just over a minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Valparaiso coming off an 80-75 victory over Grand Canyon. And the three-pointer is good. That's Meredith Hamlet. 2015-2016 Horizon League all-freshman team member. Good start here for Valparaiso on the road. Now applying some pressure out high. And it's knocked out of bounds. Look at that game against Grand Canyon. Valparaiso was 26 of 30 from the free throw line. They shot 47% from the field. And there is their head coach, Tracy Doro, in her 6th year as the head coach of this program, her 20th overall.
Yeah, that's one of Valparaiso's strengths is their free throw shooting. Excelling very much in that.
Here's Haley Puck going baseline. The pull-up. Off the mark and one and done. Crusaders really looking to push the tempo here early. Konechny looking for a driving lane. It's going to be an illegal screen. Our first foul of the game. And there is Bowling Green head coach Jennifer Roos. Now in her 6th year as the head coach of the program, comes in with a record of 86-79. Here's Andrea Cecil. Bowling Green having to work on every possession so far. And into the hands of Cecil. Great look to Santoro. Off the iron. And the rebound by Blood.
Well, you talked about Jennifer Roos being in her 6th season. She's been here for 14 years overall as an assistant for the first 8.
Worked under former head coach Kurt Miller. Kurt Miller now the head coach of the Connecticut Sun in the WNBA. As a turnover for the Crusaders. Here's Lambert in transition. Couldn't finish, and Cecil couldn't save it.
It's been all Valparaiso so far.
And an early substitution as Grace Hales will check in. Hales, the sophomore from Cromwell, Indiana. Bowling Green's last game was a 66-55 win over Florida Atlantic. The Falcons led by 11 at halftime. It was a much tighter game going into the fourth quarter. It was just a 2-point game. Falcons were able to close it out behind 28 points in the paint. They also had a 16-7 advantage on bench points.
They were able to win that game by 11 as well.
Three-pointer on the way, off the mark, and rebounded by Haley Puck. Inside, Euchre with the left hand is blocked. Caitlin Morrison coming off that career-high 5 blocks against Grand Canyon. And at the other end, it's an offensive foul. Looking back at that game against Grand Canyon, mentioning the blocks for Caitlin Morrison, her career high in blocks before that game was 2. That 5th block that she had sealed the victory with less than 10 seconds to play on a 3-point try that would have tied the game. Cecil, no good. About 4 minutes gone by and Bowling Green still scoreless. Konechny looking inside. Now it's Morrison on the wing. Turnaround for Franklin, no good. Lambert guarded by Konechny. Trying to stay out of the trap. And couldn't connect with Euchre. Another substitution for Valparaiso as Maya Meredith, the sophomore from Indianapolis, checks in. Meredith appeared in 28 games as a freshman. Franklin. And that's good, Danny Franklin. And a timeout, Bowling Green. Valparaiso off to a good start here on the road, leading the Falcons 7-0. And a look at Meredith Hamlet firing from long range here in the early going. .5:14 remaining in the first quarter, and Valparaiso with a 7-0 advantage over Bowling Green. Falcons struggling offensively here early.
It's been all Valparaiso so far, and Bowling Green has been really, especially in the offensive side of the ball, they've been struggling. 0 for 5 on field goals so far. They haven't been able to get a single offensive rebound either, which Valparaiso's been able to get a couple.
Andrea Cecil up top, and that gets it started. Andrea Cecil, last year's most improved player, comes into this game averaging better than 10 a game and 4.8 rebounds. She had 20 against the University of Detroit Mercy. Here's Lambert. A little bit late getting that pass to Haley Puck. Otherwise might have had a good look. Now Haley Puck for three. Off the iron, and the rebound for Morrison. Crusaders looking to push. Meredith for three. Too strong, and Morrison the offensive board. Kennedy Williams ready to check in along with Sierra Thompson. Meredith, the turnaround is good. Just worked her way into the post against Lambert. It's a 6-point game.
Well, coming out of their first timeout, Bowling Green was able to hit their first shot of the game, so see if they can keep that going here in the early minutes.
And coming up short was Euchre. This Valparaiso team comes in with a lot of size. They have 9 players listed at 6 foot or taller. It's the most players they've had in program history at 6 foot and above.
And a very young team as well.
Lambert tries the three. That's good. Sydney Lambert, 11th all-time and 3-point field goals made. That was number 136 right there. The all-time leader is Lauren Prohaska with 310. Inside, Franklin turns it over. Bowling Green collapsed on her. Now Haley Puck for three. Unable to draw iron, but Lambert is there.
That was the first offensive rebound of the game.
Lambert tries another three. Off the iron. Here's Hamlet. Now Meredith will set up the offense. This Valparaiso team comes in averaging about 17 three-point attempts a game and making 7 as Franklin tries the three, and it's off the mark. Rebounded by Cecil. Cecil taking this one herself. Looked like it was partially blocked. And here comes Morrison. And she walked. Valparaiso did not have numbers, and now there's substitutions on both sides.
3 on each team.
Kennedy Williams, Katerion Thompson, and Sierra Thompson for Bowling Green. Then you have Ella Ellenson in for Valparaiso. Here's Williams on the right wing. Sierra Thompson once in the post. This is freshman on freshman. And a foul is called. Bryce Blood did not agree. But 2 freebies coming up. Sierra Thompson, the all-time leading rebounder at Mattoon High School. Knocks down the first. She had a season-high 11 points in the last game against Florida Atlantic. She was 5 for 5 from the field.
Sierra Thompson coming into this game 14 of 21 on the free throws. She's able to knock it down 2 for 2 there.
And after a 7-0 start for Valparaiso, we have just a 1-point game. Hamlet kind of falling away there on that 3-point attempt. We've got a jump ball possession arrow pointing to the Falcons.
Well, the Falcons shooting just 2 for 12 on field goals so far, but regardless, they're only down by 1 now.
And loose ball. Bad turnover there for Bowling Green. Inside of a minute to play here in the first quarter. Hamlet right into traffic. And poked out of bounds by Katerion Thompson. And Konechny will take it out here on the near side. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Konechny. And she walked. A little bit of body contact, but going the other way. Ten-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Well, Valparaiso should have one more opportunity here in the first quarter. Katerion Thompson for 3. Off the iron. The battle for the rebound. Kennedy Williams 3. And it drops. Bowling Green's third 3-point make of the first quarter.
And in terms of field goals, they got a couple of free throws in, but in terms of field goals, that's all they've gotten their points from.
Here's Konechny to the basket. And time expires here in the first quarter. It was a slow start for Bowling Green offensively, but after 10 minutes of play, we are all even. Meredith going to work in the post. Nice turnaround jumper there. And then Bowling Green starting to find the range. Sydney Lambert from deep. Bowling Green and Valparaiso tied at 11 as we get ready for the second quarter here on ESPN. The Falcons shot just 21% from the field in that first quarter. They were 3 of 8 from long range. 3-point shooting definitely started to get the Falcons back into the ballgame.
Well, there was only one timeout called by either side, and it was Bowling Green that called the one timeout, and it was really impressive how much they were able to make their adjustments in that one timeout. They've been on an offensive run ever since.
Konechny up top. Now looking inside, it's Franklin. Danny Franklin. Morrison 3, well short. Nice defensive effort there by Bowling Green to start the second quarter. Last time Bowling Green started 5-1 was back in the 2010-2011 season as Kennedy Williams knocks down the jumper. A Marshall High School grad, Illinois Basketball Coaches Association, first team All-State player as a junior and a senior. Here's Franklin guarded by Cecil. Konechny. Good look for Hales, and that is good. Grace Hales came into this game 7 of 10 from long range. And a loose ball. Franklin dives on it. Kennedy Williams is there. And it will be possession to Bowling Green, as Lambert and Santoro will return. Jane Euchre also going to check in. So the Falcons will have Lambert, Santoro, Euchre, Sierra Thompson, and Katerion Thompson. For Valparaiso, it'll be Konechny, Morrison, along with Hales, Franklin, and Marley Prophet. Over to Santoro on the wing. Shot clock winding down. Thompson to the basket right as time expired.
It's a nice drive there.
It's a good sign for Katerion Thompson, who has been scoreless over her last 3 games. Prophet. 2 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Konechny. Franklin up top for 3. And off the mark. Morrison can't hold on to it underneath. Back the other way. And Bryce Blood, the freshman from Whitmer High School, will return. And she will be joined by Meredith Hamlet. Hamlet had that early 3 in the first quarter. Valparaiso 2 of 9 from long range so far. Bowling Green 3 of 8. Inside Thompson. Had it taken away. Good hands by Franklin. And Franklin slides to grab that one. Valparaiso getting a little bit careless as Santoro comes up with the steal. 3-on-1 the other way. Carly Santoro all the way, and a blocking foul.
With both teams, especially Valparaiso as of late, they've been struggling to hold on to the ball. That was pretty evident on that last possession.
Valparaiso with 8 turnovers so far. Carly Santoro rattles home the first. She struggled a bit from the line so far this season, shooting just 60%. Named the Florida Atlantic Thanksgiving Tournament MVP after averaging a double-double, 16 points and 14.5 rebounds.
Junior guard from Bellevue, Ohio.
Franklin tries another 3. Rimmed out. Just a 1-possession game with just over 3 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. See, both teams have started to settle in, especially Bowling Green after looking for answers at the offensive end early. Katerion Thompson's runner is short. Gets her own miss. And then called for steps. You like the aggressiveness there from the sophomore. Just left it a little bit short. She was a high-volume scorer during her time at Lima Senior High School. Still looking for offensive consistency here at the college level, as Terry Battle will make her first appearance.
Well, for Valparaiso, I think they got to make their offensive adjustments here pretty quick. Not only have they struggled to handle the ball, but they haven't been shooting very accurately either.
And Thompson knocks it away. It'll stay at this end. Dangerous pass. Franklin, the step back. drops. Great touch on that shot from Danny Franklin. Who scored 20 points or more 17 times last season. Lambert thinking about it, lets it fly, and it's good. Sydney Lambert left her hand up there a little bit afterwards. She's feeling it here. Bowling Green by 4. Konechny finds Franklin. Jumper is good. Danny Franklin not hesitant. Finished last season with 559 points. That was the second most in a single season in program history. Lambert again. You got it. Sydney Lambert 3 of 4 from long range.
Bowling Green's starting to find their success in the field goal game.
Andrea Cecil to the scores table. And a foul is called. Cecil will check in for Sierra Thompson.
Andrea Cecil, the sophomore from Oak Harbor, Ohio, plays both guard and forward.
Bryce Blood got position. Looked like that shot might have been partially blocked. And that one thrown away. There's too much on that pass, trying to find Konechny. As Marley Profit will return. Freshman getting some words there from Tracy Doro. Bryce Blood was in the starting lineup from the start of the season, but you know, as a freshman, still going to take time just to gather those nerves. He's got a big crowd of friends and family in attendance here tonight as Morrison walked.
Well, Bryce Blood has a following here, and she would because she is from Toledo, Ohio. And
Jennifer Roos screaming for the media timeout.
Graduated from Whitmer High School, which is only a half hour away from here. So
4:44 remaining in this second quarter. The step back for Franklin, able to knock it down. And Bowling Green continuing to shoot it from long range. Franklin again. Sydney Lambert, 3 of 4 from downtown. Bowling Green 23, Valparaiso 18 with 4:44 remaining in the second quarter. Brad Woznicki, Adam Gaw here with you. The Falcons shooting 50% from long range compared to just 20% for the Crusaders. And on the handoff, here's Santoro. From the elbow, it's good. Carly Santoro with her first field goal. Hamlet able to go baseline and is blocked, but a foul is called. Looked pretty clean, but there will be a couple of free throws coming up. Meredith Hamlet, the third Hamlet to play under Coach Doro. Elizabeth played from 2013 to 2014, and then you had Anne Marie from 2014 to 2016. As Haley Puck returns, along with Jane Euchre. And no good.
Meredith Hamlet came into this game 3 for 4 on free throws in the first 3 games.
That was the first time Valparaiso had gotten to the line tonight. Haley puck, wide open look, no good. And Morrison the rebound. Can't ask for a better look than that. Franklin from deep, you got it. Danny Franklin continuing to fire. That's her first three. She's now 1 of 4 from long range. She has 9 points. Santoro found a lane. And she traveled. Jennifer Roos and her team coming into this game very confident after the success at the Florida Atlantic Thanksgiving Tournament. Konechny trying to get to the basket, no good. And last touched by the Crusaders. Four-point game, 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Cecil got it to go. And one. Well, we said Adam coming in, Bowling Green would have to attack the basket and get to the line. So far, they're winning that battle against the Crusaders.
Well, they struggled in the early going, but they've been able to improve that a great deal here in the second quarter.
And Cecil with the friendly bounce completes the three-point play. Falcons by 7.
Andrea Cecil, the best free throw shooter on the team. She's now 12 of 14. 13 of 14, rather, excuse me.
And Santoro called for the reach-in. A little too aggressive there, trying to keep that one out of the hands of Hamlet. Hamlet guarded by Santoro, looking inside. And thrown out of bounds. Profit was trying to establish position, but the pass was nowhere close. Lambert. And a foul on the floor. That will be the third against the Crusaders. Each team now with 3 team fouls. And Meredith going to check in for Konechny. Santoro looking for a teammate, finds puck. And Morrison over the back there of Euchre. This is the first season for Valparaiso in the Missouri Valley Conference. They've spent the last 10 years in the Horizon League. Crusaders coming into this year picked to finish second to last in the Missouri Valley Conference. And the lefty is good for Jane Euchre. Euchre had a career-high 12 points against Detroit Mercy. And in the post, Euchre is going to be called for the foul as Profit went down. Bowling Green's 4th team foul. Hales, good. Grace Hales comes in averaging better than 11 points a game. Had a career-high 4 threes against Miami of Ohio. Lambert, another 3. Yes, sir. Lambert's 4th 3 here in the first half. She's got 12. Meredith trying to answer. She does. Right back to a 6-point game with just over a minute to play. Lambert, this time to the basket, contact, and it drops. Sydney Lambert, 5 of 7 from the field. One of her best offensive performances so far this season.
She leads both teams with 14 points now.
Inside. Turnover for the Crusaders, and a 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bowling Green with a chance to go into the locker room leading by double figures. See 12 turnovers in this first half for the Crusaders. Euchre, turnaround, no good. Santoro rips it away, trying to go back up. And a foul is called with 2.2 seconds remaining. What a battle inside there for Santoro between two Valparaiso players.
Carly Santoro 2 for 2 so far at the free throw line in this game.
Bowling Green as a team, 5 of 5. Now the referees, I think, going to look at that last rebound for Santoro. A lot of elbows flying around.
Just 2 seconds left, 2.2 in the second quarter.
Bowling Green started this game trailing 7-0. You just get one more look. Hales was there, Profit was there, and Carly Santoro trying to rip that ball away. Profit was immediately talking with the official about the elbows.
We had talked about the turnovers earlier for Valparaiso. I think that's ultimately been the difference for their perspective. And Bowling Green, they've had a couple of players on their squad be able to produce heavily in the second half compared to what they've been trending in the previous 6 games.
Yeah, Bowling Green with 7 players in the scorebook so far as Santoro at the line. No problem on the first. Second free throw is good. Bowling Green now 7 of 7 from the line as Katerion Thompson checks in. Cecil guarding the inbounds. Here's Hamlet. Gets it off. And that takes us to halftime here in Bowling Green. The Falcons on their home floor, leading by 10 after 20 minutes of play. Maya Meredith trying to keep the Crusaders in it. But Sydney Lambert, what a first half, leading all scorers with 14 points. Bowling Green shooting 46% in the first half and leading by 10 after 20 minutes of play. Bowling Green back home after a couple of quality wins in the Thanksgiving tournament down in Florida. Looking to carry that momentum forward as Konechny driving to the basket early. It was a good start for the Crusaders, out to a 7-0 lead early.
Well, Bowling Green called timeout after the lead was extended to 7-0, and they really made their adjustments there in that timeout because they've really had the momentum pretty much the entire way since.
There was Hamlet firing from deep. One of 5 3-pointers in the first half for the Crusaders. And Danny Franklin drawing a lot of attention defensively as expected. She's still been able to produce. See right there, just above the free throw line, able to knock it down. Good ball movement by the Falcons. Andrea Cecil from up top.
Well, for the Falcons, it started with a 3-point game. They were able to hit 3 in a row.
Good defense again. Bowling Green forcing 12 first-half turnovers. And Sydney Lambert, 4 threes, tying her season high for three-pointers made in a game. She also made 4 against Detroit Mercy. Her career high is 6, and she's done that twice. The last time against Central Michigan back on January 14th of 2017. Kennedy Williams off the bench. You've liked how productive she has been.
Well, yeah, she's been very productive, and she's, I think, got 6 or 7 points, and she's been averaging only a couple a game, 5 points rather, and she's got 5 and 1/2 when she's been averaging only a couple a game. But for Bowling Green, they've had that too. With another player from Sydney Lambert, she's averaging 10 a game, and she already has 14 and 1/2.
Katerion Thompson attacking the basket, got that one to go just before the shot clock expired. Bowling Green by 10. We've got plenty more to come at halftime here on ESPN. Bowling Green outscored Valparaiso 26-16 in the second quarter to give the Falcons a 10-point advantage at halftime. Now for more on today's game, here's the third member of our crew, Caden Albanese.
Bowling Green enters halftime with the lead, but here comes the dreaded third quarter. Bowling Green has outscored their opponents in every quarter but the third, where they have been outscored by a whopping 40 points. Here against this team, they're going to have to play much better than they have. Their only loss of the season came against Canisius, where they were outscored 19-7 in the third quarter. They entered that third quarter with a 4-point lead. We'll see if they can keep the foot on the gas pedal tonight and keep the lead and not have another meltdown in the second half. Bowling Green will have to keep playing the way that they've been playing if they want to win. Back to you, Brad.
All right, thank you, Caden. We've got plenty more to come here at halftime on ESPN. Fan Appreciation Night and the Falcon Marching Band in attendance for this one. Great atmosphere for this Tuesday night women's college basketball game. Bowling Green leading Valparaiso 37-27. And we'll take a look now at the first half numbers. Valparaiso, through their first 3 games, shooting better than 43% from the field. Well, on the road so far tonight, 45%. Bowling Green right there as well, shooting the basketball well.
Well, I think for Valparaiso, the key stat for them so far is the turnovers. It's the 12 turnovers that I think has played a key part in them taking the locker room with a 10-point deficit.
Look at the individual efforts so far, starting with Valparaiso. Right now, Danny Franklin, as expected, 9 points on 4 of 8 shooting. She leads the way for the Crusaders. Grace Hales at 6 points, and Maya Meredith with 5, but Valparaiso is going to need a lot more from players like Caitlin Morrison and Bryce Blood, more interior game. That's where Valparaiso can really have success with the size that they have. Now for Bowling Green, Sydney Lambert, 14 points on 5 of 7 shooting. She's 4 of 5 from downtown. 6 points from Carly Santoro. She also has 3 rebounds. Andrea Cecil, 6 points. The starters doing a nice job for Bowling Green.
Well, if you look at Bowling Green's team stat right here, which I think is key, in the first quarter, they were 3 of 14 on field goals and 3 for 8 on three-pointers. In the second quarter, they were 9 of 12 on field goals and 3 of 4 on three-pointers.
And Bowling Green with their bench, you come in, Kennedy Williams has produced, Katerion Thompson with a basket, and Sierra Thompson with a basket as well. Bowling Green has to be a deep team offensively to have success.
Especially against this offensive-heavy team, as we talked in the pregame for Valparaiso, and they need to keep their defensive game up because they are forcing those turnovers, and which is making the difference in my opinion.
Now you mentioned the turnovers. Bowling Green, a 16-7 advantage in points off turnovers after 20 minutes of play. Those are your first half numbers. Bowling Green by 10. We'll be back. We are back and ready for the start of the third quarter here on ESPN as you look at Bryce Blood, the freshman for the Crusaders, Whitmer High School product, and her family and friends in attendance for this one. Nice short drive, only about 30 minutes away. It's a storied career for Bryce Blood at Whitmer. She was All-State first team, McDonald's All-American nominee, and she got off to a great start in her career at Valparaiso with a double-double in the season opener. She was the first Crusader since 2008 to do that. Still looking for her first basket in this ball game, though.
She's 0 for 2 so far, and she's played about 8 minutes so far as well. But she's been able to get an offensive and defensive rebound, so she's still contributing a little bit.
Fourth all-time in Whitmer scoring with 931 points. That season opener against IU Kokomo, she had 13 points and 13 rebounds. Third quarter underway here in Bowling Green. Brad Woznicki, Adam Gaw here with you. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday night. Konechny up top for three. Off the mark and rebounded by Santoro. Santoro's fourth rebound of the game. Coming in with 5 double-doubles this season. Now inside, Cecil off glass and good. That's a good sign for Bowling Green. You heard our sideline reporter Caden Albanese mention Bowling Green and their struggles that they have had in the third quarter. The Falcons have been outscored in the third quarter in each of the last 5 games, as Danny Franklin now in double figures with 12. Lambert trying to get out of the trap. Bowling Green will maintain possession.
Bowling Green able to get their first points of the half as they were driving towards the basket, so let's see if they do it here again.
And it's Santoro and one. Right on cue there, Adam.
There you go.
Substitution. Grace Hales will check in for Meredith Hamlet.
And Bowling Green 7 for 7 on free throws so far as a team.
Santoro now 5 of 5. Bowling Green by 12. Their largest lead of the game. Konechny working against Lambert. Well defended. And Morrison on the baseline drive. It'll be a foul on the floor. Franklin. And off the mark, Santoro, another rebound. Santoro all the way. Bowling Green attacking here early in the third quarter. Look at that shooting percentage, 50% right now. And a timeout, Valparaiso. Bowling Green off to a quick start here in the third quarter. 44-30 your score. Bowling Green coming in looking for their 6th win of the season. And we knew coming in that Danny Franklin would be one of the leaders for this Valparaiso team, and she has been tonight, but she's been alone for the most part at the offensive end as far as success. You see the step back jumper there, got the friendly roll. She's also has not been shy from long range. Mid-range jumper there, good quick release. She's been doing that since she stepped on campus. Here's a deep three-pointer.
Well, she leads Valparaiso with 9 points so far.
She's up to 12 after that three-pointer to start the third quarter. She knocks it down there. Danny Franklin, All-Horizon League, second team last year. 2014-2015 season, she was Freshman Player of the Year and the 6th Player of the Year. Quite a resume for Danny Franklin. But again, She can't do it alone. They need a balanced offensive attack.
And Valparaiso has been struggling to find that offensive groove, which they've been able to find in their first 3 games. And in order for them to win this game, Bowling Green has been able to get their offensive success here in the last 10 minutes here going back to the first half. So Valparaiso, if they're going to try to come back and win this game, they need to fix their offensive miscues.
This is the second time Valparaiso has seen a Mid-American Conference team this season. Second time it's been a road game as well. Miami defeated Valparaiso by a score of 77-68 back on November 21st. As the Falcons back out on the floor, 8:16 remaining here in the third quarter.
Well, let's keep in mind that Bowling Green's last game versus Florida Atlantic, they did have a double-digit lead in the half, and the lead was cut down to 2. So
outscored 17-8 in that third quarter. Here's Meredith with the basketball. Now Franklin. Hales for 3. Off the iron, Franklin the offensive rebound. And she will head to the line. The 5th offensive rebound of the game for Valparaiso compared to 4 for Bowling Green. And Danny Franklin knocks down the first. That's just the 3rd free throw attempt for the Crusaders in this ball game. And 2 for 2. Still a double-digit advantage for the Falcons.
And Danny Franklin is their #1 scorer at the free throw line so far this season.
Cecil at the high post. A little too much contact with the hands there, I believe. As Lambert will inbound it on the baseline. Santoro, Cecil, open look for Lambert. Follows up her own miss. And Bowling Green can reset. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Haley Puck for 3. Good. Haley Puck scoreless in the first half. He was also a member of the all-tournament team at the Florida Atlantic Thanksgiving Tournament, joining Carly Santoro. Inside Franklin, the turnaround. No good, just wouldn't drop. Lambert in transition. Finds Puck, Haley Puck again. You got it. And a timeout, Valparaiso. Jennifer Roos and the Falcons fired up. Bowling Green leading by 18 with just over 3 minutes gone by. Get a look at the last 2 threes. Haley Puck in the corner, able to knock it down. Good ball movement from the Falcons. And then off the assist from Lambert, another one.
And keeping them.
Bowling Green 50, Valparaiso 32 with 3.5 gone by here in the third quarter. Crusaders with the basketball and still looking for some offensive consistency as Bryce Blood down the lane and a blocking foul. Blood will have an opportunity for her first points of the night.
Well, for Haley Puck, she was 0 for 4 in the first half on field goals, including 0 for 3 on three-pointer, able to knock down back-to-back three-pointers to extend Bowling Green's lead here to 18 in the second half.
Helping add to that Bowling Green balance that we have seen tonight offensively as Bryce Blood knocks down the first. Blood is now 8 of 10 from the free throw line this season. 2 for 2. Bowling Green led by 10 at halftime. Largest lead in this game is 18. Cecil just inside the arc, unable to draw iron. And Sarah Thompson immediately to the scores table. Schofield, good look inside to Blood. And loose ball. It will stay with Valpo, I believe. They're going to say Bowling Green basketball.
And yet another turnover for Valparaiso. It's the first of the second half, but
those 12 in the first half just really put them in that hole. Can't have that many turnovers, especially in a road game.
And that hole has increased to 16 here in the second half.
Haley Puck, step back try. Good. Haley Puck feeling it in the second half. Bowling Green now with 9 3-pointers. And on the drive, a couple of free throws coming up. Here's Caitlin Morrison. Off the iron on the first. Valparaiso now 4 of 7 from the charity stripe. Bowling Green still perfect at 8 of 8. Euchre, one-on-one. No good. And Franklin the board. Meredith for 3. Good. Maya Meredith with her second 3. She's up to 8 points in the ball game. Falcons by 15. Less than 5 to play here in the third. Santoro in the paint. And it will be 2 shots. Santoro coming in, averaging a double-double. Continues to knock down the freebies. Kennedy Williams will check in for Sydney Lambert. It's been a nice balance between the 2 point guards tonight for Jennifer Roos, getting production at the offensive end from both of them.
And Bowling Green's been able to hit the long shots and attack strong and towards the bucket and be able to knock him down.
Franklin back to Meredith. Euchre doing a good job of defending Blood in the post. Now Blood got position and able to finish. Freshman working hard down low. Euchre and through her hands. Not a bad idea there for Bowling Green. Meredith guarded by Kennedy Williams. Morrison. Here's Blood. Trying to get it inside to Franklin, able to save it. Morrison 3. And Santoro the backside board. And we've got a foul at the other end. Meredith Hamlet back on for the Crusaders. Here's Haley Puck. 3 3-pointers in this game, all in the third. Kennedy Williams, nice crossover. Euchre. Offensive board for Santoro. The putback is good.
Bowling Green able to maintain their lead here in the third quarter.
And well short. Santoro all the way. Coast to coast for Carly Santoro. And Bowling Green with their largest lead. Santoro now up to 17 points to lead all scorers. Meredith no good. Blood the offensive board and the putback. And one. Konechny will check in along with Ellenson. And for Bowling Green, Katerion Thompson along with Terry Battle. See if Bryce Blood can complete the three-point play. She does. 7 points, all in the second half for Bryce Blood. Kennedy Williams, baseline. And good defense by Blood, holding strong on her position. It will stay with Bowling Green. Battle wants it in the post. Now the spin move, off glass. Terry Battle scored her first career points against Norfolk State. That was not an easy shot going off glass. Inside of 2 to play here in the third. Konechny is blocked. Battle with the defense this time. And Madison Parker will make her first appearance of the night. Carly Santoro will get a well-deserved rest.
She's 5 for 6 on field goals so far and perfect at the free throw line.
Schofield inside. Drew the foul. Allison Schofield, the junior from McCordsville, Indiana.
Has not shot a free throw yet in this game.
But no problem on the first. Morrison returns. And gets that one to drop.
That'll put her at 4 of 5 at the free throw line this season.
Parker. Here's Sierra Thompson, left open, tries the three, comes up short but gets her own miss. Sierra Thompson to the basket. Bowling Green's second chance opportunities, they're capitalizing. Konechny. Now Ellenson double teamed. Will stay at this end. Nice job there by Kennedy Williams to drop down and help as Ellenson had her back to Williams. Just over a minute remaining here in the third. Hamlet. Meredith Hamlet, 3 points on the night. Had that early three-pointer in the first quarter. Danny Franklin back on. Hamlet averaged 9 points and 4 rebounds a game last season. She scored in double figures 9 times. She's going to try and help Valparaiso work their way back into this game. Bowling Green has been in control throughout this entire third quarter. Thompson to Thompson. Katerion to Sierra. Franklin short on the three. And Sierra Thompson, nice job of boxing out on that long rebound. Kept Franklin away from it. See Bowling Green with a slight advantage on the glass. You'll take it with the size that Valparaiso comes in with. Bowling Green just making the hustle plays, especially on the offensive glass.
2 for 2 so far.
Sierra Thompson coming into this game shooting 54% from the field and averaging just under 7 points a game. And she stays perfect at the line. Hamlet corner three, and Valparaiso needed that. Bowling Green can hold for the final shot here in the third. Thompson, tough jumper, and it goes.
And they will not get it off.
A strong finish to the third quarter for Bowling Green. A strong 10 minutes of play for the Falcons. The lead now up to 19. It was just a 10-point game at halftime. Bryce Blood has been working hard for Valpo. But Carly Santoro and the Falcons, too much right now. Bowling Green leading Valparaiso by 19 after 3 quarters of play. The Falcons with 32 points in the third quarter. By far their best, one of their best quarters this season. As Carly Santoro is blocked. Santoro really came alive last quarter. Now up to 17 points. She had 11 in the third. She's 2 rebounds shy of a double-double.
And you said how this past third quarter was one of Bowling Green's best quarters of the season. That is definitely their best third quarter so far in these 7 games.
And Santoro trying to get to the basket. She will go to the line. Santoro so far 7 of 7. And Bowling Green stays perfect. Jane Euchre and Andrea Cecil will check in for Battle and Sierra Thompson. Bowling Green with Puck, Lambert, Santoro, Euchre, and Cecil on the floor, the starting five. And Santoro off the mark. Bowling Green's first miss of the night. Now 13 of 14. And at the other end, that's two more for Danny Franklin. Bowling Green's got to continue to stay aggressive. Euchre over to Lambert. Sydney Lambert, good defense by Konechny. 6 on the shot clock. And just able to get it in. Lambert and Cecil looking at one another. Both got caught in the same spot on the floor. Lambert, the shot clock expired. It will stay with Bowling Green. Credit Santoro for going after that one. Grace Hales will check in. Santoro. Now Lambert up top. Lambert, three-pointer, short. And a long rebound, still loose. Santoro comes away with it. Finds Euchre. Great pass, good finish. The extra effort, Bowling Green not giving up on that basketball. That ties their largest lead of the game. Morrison puts it on the floor. And one. For Morrison, that was just her first field goal. As you get one more look, Carly Santoro able to slip it to Jane Euchre.
Coming into this game, she was 5-15 from the field throughout the season.
And Morrison completes the three-point play.
That puts her at 6 of 7 at the free throw line.
2 minutes gone by in the fourth. Lambert stays out of the trap. Cecil, tough shot. Santoro, the board and the putback. And with that, Carly Santoro has just picked up her 6th double-double of the season. Konechny up top for three. Good. Rattles it home. And Tracy Doro calls a timeout. Bowling Green in front, 74-58. 7:14 remaining in the quarter. And Konechny trying to keep the Crusaders in it. Bowling Green in control, up by 16. And here comes Lambert in transition. Santoro, short. And the rebound by Hamlet. Less than 7 to play. Bowling Green trying to pick up their 3rd straight win. And inside, Sierra Thompson will be whistled for the foul. That'll be just her 2nd personal. Danny Franklin back in. Bowling Green holding a 6-rebound advantage on the glass. Cecil, good box out. And Lambert will set up the offense. And off the hands of Thompson. Open 3, good. Caitlin Morrison knocks it down. 13-point game, still plenty of time left. And loose ball, Bowling Green turns it over. Morrison again, short this time. Here comes Cecil, she's got Santoro up ahead. Carly Santoro, the layup. 22 for Santoro. Konechny at the other end, and 1. Too easy that time if you're the Bowling Green defense.
Well, Bowling Green's been able to handle the ball much better in the second half compared to the first. They have 12 turnovers in this first half. They only have 3 in this second half.
Konechny has not shot a free throw tonight. But if she's able to knock it down here, she would become the 2nd Crusaders player to reach double figures in this one. Ten points, 8 assists for the starting point guard, Nicole Konechny. As Haley Puck went down. Cecil to inbound. Full court pressure from the Crusaders. Haley Puck able to split the defense and find Lambert. Santoro. Good look to Puck. Haley Puck. Short. Cecil tracks down the rebound. She just flat out wanted that ball more.
It's Bowling Green's 12th offensive rebound for the game.
Crossover. Santoro in the paint. It drops. $18 points in the second half for Carly Santoro.
And she's the leading scorer on both sides, with 24 pending these free throws.
Carly Santoro, preseason all-max selection. Can't complete the three-point play, but Cecil, another offensive rebound. Bowling Green with 12 offensive rebounds. Dangerous pass. And out of bounds, it will be Valpo basketball. Hales off the iron. Schofield, the offensive board. Konechny for 3. Good. 11-point game. Haley Puck. Bowling Green going to try and take as much time off the clock as they can on each possession. Cecil on the cut. It's good. Andrea Cecil, now the third Falcon to reach double figures. Off the mark at the other end. And Haley Puck is fouled. 4 team fouls now for the Crusaders. Bowling Green needs just 6 points for the most points they have scored in a game during the regular season this year. Euchre inside, the reverse goes. That was pretty. 6 points for Euchre. Inside, Franklin. Turnaround is short. Gets her own miss. Franklin, tough shot, and again gets her own miss. She will head to the line.
Well, Franklin's been their leading scorer so far. She's also 2 for 2 at the line.
No problem on the first. One for 2. Offensive rebound for Ellenson. And Santoro comes away with it.
Makes her just 2 for 9 on 3-point shots tonight.
Haley Puck gives it to Santoro, has it taken away. Lambert looking for her 5th 3. She's got it. That's a new season high for 3-pointers made in a game. As Bowling Green up by 17 with 2:42 remaining in this ball game. Bowling Green now with 10 3-pointers in this ball game. They are 10 of 23. And for more on this game, here's Caden.
At the beginning of the season, Coach Roos got herself a dog. That dog's named Derby. She's like chewing on shoes, as you can see right there, as well as, quote, other natural toys. That cute dog might be the reason they've started 5-1, but it's probably the fantastic play of these players. To keep up with Derby and all things women's basketball at Bowling Green, follow at BGSU Hoops on Twitter. Back to you, Brad.
All right, thank you, Caden. Bowling Green head coach Jennifer Roos adding to her family. Now trying to add another Bowling Green win. It would be number 6 on the young season. Morrison. A foul. That will be Bowling Green's 5th. Morrison to the line. Valparaiso as a team, 13 of 17 at the charity stripe. They've definitely been more aggressive getting to the line in the second half as opposed to that first half when the Crusaders shot just 2 free throws. And cuts the lead down to 15.
That puts her at 4 of 5 in the game.
As Carly Santoro is bumped. Team foul number 5 for the Crusaders. Valparaiso going to play this one to the end. You have to credit Bowling Green and the aggressiveness, attacking the basket, coming out to start the third quarter. That really changed this game, adding to the Falcons' lead.
And it was also the fact that they were able to have success in the three-point game as well.
And Santoro 1 for 2. Up to 25 points. Franklin. And Santoro another rebound. That's number 12. Valparaiso on their way to dropping to 0-2 against the Mid-American Conference this season. Santoro knocks down the first. This is the first of 4 straight road games for the Crusaders. At Liberty next, then at Longwood, then a Big Ten matchup at Purdue. .27 for Santoro. Konechny 3. Short. And Santoro able to tip it to herself. Kennedy Williams ready to check in, along with Bryce Blood. Santoro. She has been able to get to the basket just about any time she's wanted to. Maddie Cole also ready to check in for Bowling Green. Santoro good on the first. She's now 12 of 15 at the line tonight. .29 for Santoro.
And she came into this game only shooting 60% at the line. She's been able to get 13 of 16 now.
And a blocking foul is called. Count the basket. Meredith with an opportunity to complete the three-point play. And she does. Katerion Thompson checks in for Carly Santoro. We'll get a big hand from the Bowling Green faithful. 29 points tonight on 8 of 11 shooting, 13 of 16 at the line. Finishes just 3 points shy of tying her career high.
And for Bowling Green, their best offensive performance so far in the season.
Puck to Myers, corner 3, off the top of the backboard. One minute remaining. Baseline jumper, short. It will stay with Valpo. Madison Parker back in. And that will be it for Haley Puck. Finishes the night with 9 points, pair of rebounds on 3 of 8 shooting. And off glass and good for Grace Hales.
Well, it looks like Valparaiso will be able to match their average scoring for the season, but they just got outplayed on the offensive side of the ball by Bowling Green here tonight.
Maddie Cole inside, too far underneath. .20 seconds remaining. Meredith. Inside Blood. Double teamed. And Bowling Green called for the foul with 7.6 seconds remaining. Bryce Blood, 7 points tonight. And now 4 of 4 at the free throw line. Two for 2. And Kennedy Williams going to dribble out the clock. And Bowling Green moves to 6-1. Valparaiso now 2-2. Falcons put up 90 tonight on their home floor and win by 13. Another impressive performance for Carly Santoro, attacking the basket. She finishes with 29 points all over the glass. And again, one more time, attacking the basket. Bowling Green by 13. Bowling Green moves to 4-1 all-time against Valparaiso with a 90-77 victory over the Crusaders. Bowling Green now 6-1. The Falcons have won 3 in a row. Look at the final numbers from tonight's game. Bowling Green shoots 53% from the field. The Falcons out-rebound the Crusaders 35-28. Bowling Green also 41% from long range. The Falcons able to knock down 10 3-pointers. Valparaiso knocked down 11. Bowling Green and Valparaiso also about even from the free throw line. Crusaders were 18 of 22. Bowling Green was 18 of 21. In the paint tonight, the Falcons a 36-20 advantage, and points off turnovers, Bowling Green also had the advantage 19-13. As I am joined now by Bowling Green head coach Jennifer Roos, and Coach, obviously coming in off the Thanksgiving tournament with a lot of confidence. What did you see from that tournament that carried forth to tonight?
We were resilient, played with a lot of heart, played very disciplined, and everything that we did down there was going to be different for this game tonight. This team in Valparaiso trapped every ball screen that we had for 40 minutes, and it was exhausting. This is 3 games in 5 days. Everybody in our program's tired, and just got to give credit to our staff for creating great game plan, but for the kids for executing it. We knew this was a team led by Danny Franklin that could shoot anywhere in the gym as soon as she walked in, and they were going to trap us, and we had to score ugly at times, and we felt like we were going to be able to shoot the 3-ball well tonight, and we did that. But at the end of the day, a big key was to win that rebounding battle, and we did, because they got 9 6-footers and we don't. And that goes back to heart with rebounding, and we were very committed to doing that tonight.
And another great sign for your team was the third quarter, an area where you had struggled to get off to a quick start. You scored 32 points in the third quarter tonight.
Right? So we talked about how we were proud of starting strong and finishing strong, but our third quarter's been a little bit of Achilles heel. Tonight started slow and finished slow, but our second and third quarters, we really put up some points and got some stops, and I think that made a big difference for us, and we carried that momentum into that last quarter because we saw pressure on every ball screen, like I said, with those traps, and they picked up in a full court press starting at the 8-minute mark, and they hadn't shown that yet. So credit our kids for executing and handling that pressure late in the game by everybody.
For Sydney Lambert in this game, she got off to a great start in that first half, really shooting it well from long range. But then you also have Kennedy Williams come in and give you quality minutes. What does that do for your team to have that balance from those 2 point guards?
Well, our entire freshman class brings a lot of youth, and with that youth there's a lot of energy, and it just fires up a lot of the older ones, and including the older ones even in this staff. So they've been a lot of fun, but those two, Sydney Lambert and Kenny Williams, work very, very well together. It's a very good leadership and followership and mentorship. All those three nouns rolled into one, and that describes their relationship really well. But they have been a very good combination, those two, especially in the last 2 games.
And Carly Santoro just continues to show her leadership out there on the floor. Now 6 double-doubles.
6 double-doubles. I've got to look up the stats, but she's got to be the leading guard rebounder in the nation right now. Any post can put up some double-digit rebounds, but a guard, she's got that. But to her credit, she's 62% of the foul line. They intentionally fouled her at the end and throughout that game, hoping that she would go to the line, and she stepped up. She went 13 of 16 times, and that was clutch today. She's been working really hard on that and had 6 assists tonight. So her stat line's fantastic, but I'd be remiss to say this is a team effort, okay, by everybody on our team that's wearing orange, and they've really contributed and really bought in, and it's been a fun team to coach, and I love them to death, and it's been really, I don't know what to say. It's been fun. I'm exhausted though, but it's been fun.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time tonight. Congratulations on the victory. Bowling Green moves to 6-1, and we'll be back here on ESPN.
At BGSU, you'll know this is a place where you can belong. In fact, BGSU is recognized for our strong commitment to engaging students in their education. And Bowling Green is one of the best college towns in America. This is a place where you can stand out. Come to one of the nation's top public universities and choose a program that fits you. Take advantage of the Falcon Internship Guarantee, the first of its kind in Ohio. With a BGSU degree, you can go far, further than you ever thought possible. Confident in your qualifications and ready like never before to fly. Belong, stand out, go far at Bowling Green State University.
Welcome back one final time to Bowling Green, Ohio, where the Falcons pick up their 6th win of the season by a final score of 90-77. Bowling Green now 4-1 all-time against Valparaiso. This was the first time these two teams had met since 2008.
Well, the Falcons really flipped the script here in the third quarter, which I think was ultimately the difference for this game. 30-plus points in a quarter that they have been outscored by a lot coming into this game. It's third quarter's been their weak spot, and they changed that tonight.
As we look ahead now for the Bowling Green Falcons, it's not going to get any easier going forward. The Falcons will now take on Xavier in their next game. It's going to be a little bit of rest time for Bowling Green. You heard Jennifer Roos mention 3 games in 5 days. Not an easy thing to do. Come away with 3 wins is even better. Then it's at South Dakota on December 9th, back home against Ferris State on December 18th, then a couple of tough road games at Cincinnati, and then at Western Michigan.
Well, I think Bowling Green, it would be hard for them to come into this situation better than they are right now, going in at 6-1. And I think they got a good chance to make a run this year based on the way that they've been playing, especially since they were able to play the way they did tonight.
And one note for Valparaiso, their leader coming in, Danny Franklin, finished with 17 points tonight. She did a little bit of everything tonight, as we expected, but they needed more of a balanced effort offensively.
You're right on that, and I think for Valparaiso, it's the fact that they got outscored, and they weren't able to handle the ball as well as Bowling Green with 13 turnovers, and
12 of those in the first half.
Yeah, 12 of those in the first half, and that's what really put them in the double-digit hole that they couldn't recover from in the second half, which ultimately was one of the biggest differences in this game.
And Bowling Green did have 3 players finish in double figures tonight. Carly Santoro, 29 points in this game, 23 in the second half.
We talked about her versatility in the pregame, and she showed it tonight, and she was at her best, and couldn't ask for much better from her.
Now 6 double-doubles in 7 opportunities for Carly Santoro, and that is going to do it for tonight's broadcast here at the Stroh Center. Once again, your final score, Bowling Green 90, Valparaiso 77. For my broadcast partner, Adam Gaw, and our sideline reporter, Caden Albanese, I'm Brad Woznicki. To watch this entire game on replay as well as other games on our family of ESPN networks, log on to watchespn.com or download the Watch ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.